Hey guys, how you doing? Okay guys, so today we're gonna talk about the passive voice and the ing form, okay? The passive voice is really important in English, guys, because many of the native English speakers, they tend to use it. It's not that common for us, Spanish speakers, but in English it's really important because they always use it, okay? So there are three rules you have to follow to get a passive voice. The first one is that you always have to use verb to be and past participle, okay? That's the way you are gonna get the passive voice, okay? Using verb to be and past participle. Obviously, this verb to be can be like is, are, was or were, can be also be, okay? And then the past participle of the verb, okay? The second rule is gonna be like you have to be careful because if you want to get the passive voice, the tense, you have to keep the tense, okay? You have to keep the tense of the sentence. And also the third rule is that the object is always gonna be more important than the subject, okay? So the passive voice is used when the agent or the subject of the verb is unknown. Like for example, our car was stolen last night. Okay, was stolen, verb to be and past participle. Okay, our car was stolen last night. In this example, we don't know who was the person who stole the car. Also, we have to use passive voice when the agent is known but not important. Like for example, a new law regarding advertising was passed yesterday. In this case, I have verb to be and past participle. Okay. In this case, we already know that was the government, but it's not important. Okay. So here we have some examples when we use active voice and passive voice. Okay. So active voice. This is the way we tend to talk. Okay, or like the normal way we talk, and American English speakers talk to. Okay, so David plays the guitar. So the passive voice of this is the guitar is played by David. Okay, as you can see, verb to be and past participle. Victoria brings the cupcakes. This is an active voice example. Passive voice example. The cupcakes are brought by her. Okay, verb to be and past participle. By her, by David. It's not like an obligation that you have to use by. Okay, but if you want to use it, you can use it. Okay, sorry. Okay, guys, so this is the passive voice, really important. I'm gonna send you some activities and I'm gonna send you some information about this, and we have to practice a lot. Okay, you have to be careful about the tense you're using, and you have to be careful about the verb to be and the past participle. Okay, so now let's talk about the ing form. In English, the ing form, it's really important too. It's not always, or it's not just to say like I am eating, I am running, like the present progressive. No. Also, the ing can be used as the subject of the sentence before the main verb. Like for example, studying hard is the only way to pass the exam. Okay, you don't have to say study hard, like estudiar fuerte. No, studying hard is the only way to pass the exam. Okay, like when you have like the main verb is the subject, you have to use ing. So in this case, study, my verb is my subject too. So that's why I have to use studying. After the following common verbs like, enjoy, dislike, hate, mind, avoid, keep, miss, deny, suggest. Okay? When you have these verbs, always you have to use, after them, you have to use ing. Okay? And after a preposition. This is like really common because we already know that when we have a preposition, we have to use ing after it. So he apologized for being, for is my preposition, being ing late for the interview. Okay, so this is all for today, guys. If you have questions, remember, let me know. Passive voice, really important. We have to practice a lot about this. And the ing form, I think this is by practicing. Okay, because there are some rules you have to follow, and there are some exceptions too. So be careful about these, guys. So that's all for today.